with some old food, but they find I think some heroin or something in his shoe. So Ian tells Stevie to put it in his pocket. Oh, and also Torres was asking questions about Carney's death, kind of fishing, and he also slipped and made a comment saying it's a shame his dad had to witness that, or either he was just fishing actually, and he said it's a shame his dad had to witness that. And then Ian was like, we didn't say he witnessed anything. We just said he was there. So, and then so Torres says, oh, it must have been on TV. But see, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, he slipped up, right? But then later they mentioned he was fishing for information to see what his dad knew. So these kids come out of an apartment building, and there is like a DoorDash or whatever box in front of it, and they open it, and it's a lot of body parts, a lot of body parts, and it is Bunny's boys that were missing, that they think took off. So the cartelled. Mike calls Bunny to tell him about Carney, and so Bunny tells him I have a guard on the inside. And Mike was like, you could have led with that. Like you could have told me that. Because they had a conversation way before that. And Bunny could have just said that in the beginning. So Mike was like, I need to meet with your other contact or with your guard. And then Mike was like, thank you. Like he does that this whole show. He's like telling people what to do this whole episode. And then he's like, thank you, which kind of sounds like F you. So Mike meets Ian and Stevie at this diner, and Stevie and Ian tell Mike that they found drugs on Carney, and Mike was like, "Okay, that they must have. It had to be planted. It could have been planted." And they were like, "I don't know." And he said, "Listen," Mike said, the way he talks about Carney, he said Carney couldn't even chew gum and walk at the same time. You think he could hide if he was dirty to us? Which I'm with Mike though. I think they Torres and the warden planted that. That's just what I think. So Evelyn's down at the courthouse, and Robert shows up, and she's like, are you following me? And he said he had business he needs to take care of to try to get reinstated. Now, and this, I thought I believed him, but I know he was watching her before. So I thought it was odd that she just assumed he was following her. I mean, I don't know. I believed him in that moment. And so she says to him, something about you being able to sleep good, or talking about Kyle, and Kyle's where he is, so you can sleep at night. And she said, what's with your family? Like, how's that going? And Robert had a funny look on his face, and she said, yeah, get help. And she got to him because this is his face after she said that and then walked away. Like she struck a nerve. So Bunny's hanging on with Frank, and Frank is trying to show him